Hi, it's Tracy. I'm gonna do a little tutorial-ish kind of project today. I found a really neat 3D object on the Silhouette online store, and I'm just gonna go ahead and show you. This is the project right here, and they are little boxes that you can use to house your Copic markers or any other markers of your choice, and they can stand up straight or you can sit them sideways, and the little sections in the middle are little drawers that will pull out if you want to. I haven't quite decided if I want to leave them like this or if I want to go ahead and permanently adhere the whole box together. So that's going to be something that I'll have to toy with. But for the amount of Copics that I have, I only need 3 of these boxes. I've made 2. This is one that has my warmer tones in, and I went ahead and made the second box, which is empty, so I wanted you to see what it looks like empty. And I'm using some craft paper that had patterns on the other side of it that I did not like, and that's the whole reason I bought this pad, was because the back side was completely just craft, so, and it was like really super cheap. So that's my second box that's not filled, and I've started on the third one, but I wanted to show you how it's constructed. This is one of the interior boxes, and that one's already put together, and I'm going to show you how to put those together as well as the exterior box. For the sake of time, I went ahead and cut them all out, and I have folded the score lines. This particular project does have the score lines already cut into it, and so it's really simple to put together. And you will see that I have a total mishmash of different colors, but it doesn't matter to me because that's going to be showing on the inside, not the outside. So we're going to go ahead and construct the exterior box first. It's a really simple project. The exterior box comes in 2 pieces, and there's this piece and this piece. One is called, I think, the base, and the other one is called the side. I think I could be totally wrong. But all you're going to do to put this box together, it has little score lines that has little tiny lips on each side, and those are going to be glued to this box to make one big piece. And you can use the glue of your choice. I do recommend using I use the Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. It does dry quickly. The glossy accents would be a good choice as well too, because that one dries fairly quickly. The Tombow multi, this one here, that one would work. This one here, I like it, but it does, to me, it seems to leave a little bit of a tacky residue if you don't get it all off, you know, if it bleeds over. But so this is my go-to liquid glue when I am doing a project. So the best way that I could figure out how to do this and make it match up was I just kind of butted them together. And then I'm going to fold over that little lip and just give it a good press. I don't mind the glue seeping out. To me, a little bit of glue in there that dries, it might give it a little bit of extra stability. I could be wrong, but that's just the way I feel about it. Wipe up my mat just a little bit, and then see, this is pretty much already dry. It will dry clear, so you won't see that. The next lip is right here. Again, I'm going to just go ahead and lay me some glue down on that side. Forgive me if I'm not completely in frame. And let's see. This particular glue does dry kind of quickly, so I have to kind of be certain where I want it before I give it a good smush, because I have ruined some paper before by smushing prematurely, and that wasn't the right spot. But okay, so there's the box. This is the part you can, or if you don't want to, you don't have to. This will fold down like a traditional box. You can fold it in if you want without glue. I myself personally like to use the glue. I feel like the weight of the markers, it's going to give a little bit more extra stability. And I'm a little bit on the addicted side right now to the 3D projects in the Silhouette online store, I have quite a bit of projects in there that I want to do, and there's a particular designer, there's actually a couple, and Lori Whitlock is one. I don't believe this is a Lori Whitlock design, but there's a couple of designers now that are doing the three-dimensional projects, and if I can locate the artist who did this one, I will certainly link her below so you can find this easily. Okay, so I've got it all tucked in. I'm just giving the sides a little press to make sure that the glue is adhering. And I'll wipe off the excess. I always keep a baby wipe handy when I'm working with liquid glue. Paper towel, to me, it will just stick to my project. And there we go. So there is the box. I'll set that aside to dry. The next pieces will be these exterior or the interior boxes that go in. And again, I've already folded all the score lines and what have you. This one took me a couple of times to figure out and get it just right. So there was no instructions for this, so I really had to figure it out. But the best way I can explain it to you is it has these really teeny tiny little lips on each side, here and here, and when you fold those in, these little lips are actually going to be going on the bottom. So when you roll this inward, it just kind of rolls in, and then those little tiny lips will rest on the bottom, and that creates that. So what I do is I put some glue on the little lips, and I do one side at a time. I've done it both ways. I've done it with both sides, and I've found that this is just easier. So I'll go ahead and I roll it in. Make sure that your edges are even, and you know, you can, if you want to get really technical, you can find the center point of the base of this box and draw a line. That way you know where you're going to lay that down. It doesn't really matter to me. The markers are going to go in and they're going to fall where they may in this, so it doesn't really matter. So I've got that, and then what I like to do is run another little glue line there, and then I'm going to run some glue here. Okay. Hey, honey. Alright, so you're just going to fold this in and just kind of smush it on down. So you're smushing on the bottom and the sides together. So you want to get the good seal with both of these together. And this is kind of like one of those situations where you have to squeeze and use tools and stuff. I've been using a paintbrush. This little section up here, I give it a squeeze just to make sure that it's all worked in there. Down here I'll give it a squeeze, and then down here on the inside I just take a little paintbrush or whatever, and I run it down the crease line to make sure that the glue is adhering down and there's no lifting. Okay, so there's that. And then these little flaps get folded down. This is another one of those situations where you can go ahead and fold this down like a traditional box. I like to go ahead and add the glue. What I'll do is I'll add the glue. Let's see if I can show you. These will fold in and come down. So I like to add a little glue at the very bottom, because on the inside of the box, if they're lifting, your markers will get stuck on them. And if you're doing this project, you'll see what I mean. So just haphazardly run my little glue in there. Fold them in. I've noticed that if you fold them in really far, it'll go in easier. So fold them in, and then I flip it over, take my handy dandy paintbrush, and I press that lip down into place on both sides. And that works. This lip here does not tuck inside the box, it's outside. So just run you some glue on that part, fold it down, and what I've been doing is flipping it over and just putting something heavy on it just to make sure it gets a good seal. Okay, so just for the sake of time, I'm not going to go ahead and do the third one on camera, but that's basically how you assemble these. They slide right in to the exterior box, like this. I recommend putting in the outside pieces first because there is a teeny little lip on the exterior box that sometimes it'll lift up on you, and what have you. Can even put Scotch tape on it if you want, just so that lip won't catch it. But I was noticing that these little tiny lips on the inside were catching the box. But I found that if I put them in the middle and then slide them down, it fits so much better. And then take the other one, put it in, slide it down, and then the middle one will slide right in when you're ready for it. So there's the project that I've been working on this weekend. They will all be stuck together, housing my Copic markers and other markers that I have on my shelf. It's a nice cheap way to have some nice storage for your goodies that we have, and I hope you enjoyed this. Take care and have a great day.